We got a new trailer for the final season of Stranger Things a few months ago, and it is filled to the brim with excitement, questions. But I'm not really here to talk about the trailer, other than that, it looks really good. I think every trailer for Stranger Things just hits. They knock it out of the park with the editing and the music. I'll sometimes just rewatch all the trailers in a row, and each one of them elicits goosebumps, this one included. That release schedule still makes me want to die. What I want to talk about today is this ginormous cast we have going into this final season and how much I want this cast of characters cut in half. Now, I know people love these characters. I love some of them too, but we need some bodies dropping this season. The only thing that ever really bothered me about this show was the way it handles character deaths. The writing, the lack of them, or fake out ones, or just killing the safest option, which is normally the character that was introduced that season. Season 2 was Bob, Season 3 was Alexi, Season 4 was Eddie. And my problem with 2 of these deaths, Eddie and Bob, wasn't that they died, it was how stupid their deaths were. Let's start with Bob, who was such a highlight in Season 2. Love Sean Astin. He was doing the Metal Gear Solid around Hawkins' lab, saved everyone, but decided to stop running at the worst possible time. Bob was a smart character, and I thought he would have done the rational thing in this situation, which is sprint out of the lab until you see the border, but no, instead we get this. And again, I'm fine with him dying, but just make it something that doesn't make him look like an idiot. Just have him keep running and one of the dogs catches him. Dogs are faster than humans, so it's not unrealistic. I think Alexi's death was reasonable. He was shot in the middle of a carnival. Not much you can really do there, but Eddie's death, though, was colossal stupidity, especially because it's supposed to be a big moment for his character that he didn't run away this time. The previous time he ran away was when Chrissy got her limbs broken and eyes sucked out on the ceiling. I don't think Eddie was a coward for running away at that moment. I think we all would have done this. I mean, what the hell was he supposed to do? Call the Ghostbusters? I thought he did the perfectly normal thing, but he seems to think he didn't. So in the final battle of Season 4, he decides to buy some time for everyone by luring the bats away from the gate. And after being knocked off his bike, he has this anime flashback where he's like telling everyone how he ran away when Chrissy died, and he's like, I was such a coward, so this time, instead of running away, I'm gonna stand my ground.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Why? Why would you do that? That's dumb. That's stupid. He should have just kept running. His whole goal was to buy time, not to feed a horde of bats, which he failed at, obviously, because of course he would with his damn trash can lid. Once again, I have no problem with Eddie dying. It's just how he dies is such a goofy and dumb way to die. It could have easily have been avoided. Stranger Things is a crazy show where so many things are trying to kill the main characters. They are in all these dangerous situations where the stakes are already through the roof, but characters still feel the need to put themselves in more danger to seemingly raise the stakes, but it just breaks the immersion. Characters don't need to put themselves in more danger to die. The situation is already dangerous enough. No one would be surprised if a Demogorgon just bitch-slapped one of the main characters in the middle of a conflict, because that is plausible and makes sense, because the cast is human and would die from that. So we don't need characters to throw themselves in these situations where they end up being killed, because it's just silly in the end. I think I've ran this point into the ground. Death fake-outs are something that also bothers me. The Hopper death fake-out at the end of Season 3 was I did think he was actually dead until the post-credit scene, so, 30 seconds later, I was like, oh, he's alive. That wasn't too annoying. Season 4 has the worst one. This one actually pisses me off so much. I think it robs the finale of so much devastation. I loathe this scene because it was one of the best scenes in the show until it became utter nonsense. The stuff in the house with Lucas, Jason, and Max was some of my favorite stuff from the finale. It was intense, and you see Max die, which is insane. I didn't see it coming because I thought we already had our close call at Billy's grave. After Billy's grave, I was like, oh, she's all fine. Nope. And what follows is genuinely one of the best acted scenes in the show. Sadie Sink and Caleb McLaughlin are phenomenal in this scene. It hurts so much, especially when it's Cold, I'd Like to Die is playing over it. Just pure devastation. And I have no shame admitting it, that me and my friend, we cried our eyes out when we saw this for the first time. It's such an amazing scene, and it kills me every time you hear Lucas crying out and yelling for Erica. Erica! It's just painful. until 11 decides to spawn in the most convenient power of all time and discover the ability to resurrect the dead and bring Max back to life. I hated this shit. I still do. This is such horseshit. This is such a cop-out. This isn't even a death fake-out. It's just a death undo. Introducing such a broken power this late into the series has me skeptical, because is anyone in any real danger if they're right next to 11? If 11 can just bring them back like that? I would not leave 11's side if I knew she could bring me back to life if I get killed. I'm sure they'll find a way to work around it, but it just seems like an unnecessary power that can take away from any tension if it's overused. But we don't know anything yet, because the season's not out. Now, I want to reiterate, I like this show. I really like this show. This is literally my only gripe with the show. I think everything about this show is so well done that when these goofy writing instances show up, it's more noticeable than if this show were just outright bad. But if these things don't bother you, then more power to you. Okay, have a great time with this season. It's gonna be awesome. I mean, I think it's gonna be good. I think we can all agree. They're gonna land this plane successfully. What I want to do to end this video off is I want to go through every character that's going to be in this last season and determine if I think they'll die and also if I think they should die. Now, if I pick your favorite character to be killed off, I'm sorry, but I also have no influence over any of the characters' fates. Also, this list is in no specific order. It's just the order I got from Google, and I don't even think I got all the characters. I'm probably missing somebody, but that's my point. There's way too many characters. Okay, let's get into it. 11. Do I think she'll die? No. I don't think they would kill Hopper's second daughter. That'd be crazy. Also, she's too important and kind of the face of the series, so I don't see them killing the star of this. Should she die? It would certainly be interesting if the technically strongest character got, like, killed in the penultimate episode or something, but, I mean, who would pack up Vecna if 11 was gone? So I don't think she should die. We kind of need her. Will. Do I think he'll die? Nah, only because it would be insanely cruel to kill the character who was missing in season 1, possessed in season 2, ignored in season 3, and basically ignored in season 4. And by ignored, I mean by the other characters ignored. I mean, notice how they only started playing D&D after Will moved to California? Bro, I swear, it seems like they hate him. Should he die? Sure. Steve. Do I think he'll die? Hell no. If Steve isn't your favorite character, what show are you even watching? I think the creators know that Steve is the golden boy, and I don't see them killing him off. If they do, I would be shocked. Should he die? Absolutely not. Nancy. Do I think she'll die? No. I think they are going to traumatize her with someone else's death, though. Should she die? No. I like Nancy. Nancy's awesome. Jonathan. Do I think he'll die? Yeah, I think Jonathan is cooked. If they were to kill someone from the Byers family, I think it's Jonathan. I like Jonathan. I feel like people give him way too much shit just because he isn't Steve. You can like both. Yes, Jonathan was creepy in season 1, but after that, I think he's chill as fuck. I do feel like he's been severely underused post season 1 though. Should he die? No. I like him and Nancy together, and I hope they don't kill him to have Steve and Nancy get together. The one thing I'd like to see from this season is I want him and Steve to actually share a conversation this last season and see how much both have grown, because that'd be awesome. I mean, you could tell at the end of the first season, they're on good-ish terms, you know, but after that, I mean, season 2, 3, and 4, I barely remember them even having any interactions, so it would be cool for them to just have one final conversation and, you know, dap each other up, you know, like kind of bro it out, but we'll see. Hopper. Do I think he'll die? No, we've already been through this before. Bro spent a whole season dead in Russia. I just don't think they would kill him after all that. He's every dad's favorite character. Should he die? No. He just needs to finally be able to date Joyce, raise 11, crack a beer, and take a nap. All in that order. Joyce. Do I think she'll die? Absolutely not. They are not killing Winona Ryder. That's every mom's favorite character. Should she die? No. Joyce is mama bear of the group. We can't lose that. That's important. Erica. Do I think she'll die? No. Should she die? No. Mike. Do I think he'll die? This one's actually a doozy because I think Mike might just be the most underdeveloped character in the show. Was he not the main character in season 1? I know it's technically an ensemble show, but I always thought he was basically the main character. But after season 1, they do jack shit with him other than liking Eleven, which is good. You should always like your girlfriend. But I wish he had more of a character separate from dating Eleven, and Finn Wolfhard could deliver on it if they wrote him some stuff. He's the best character in those recent Id movies, so he's got the talent. I just think they don't use it. Should he die? I mean, sure, honestly. If he dies, though, who's gonna give Eleven her end of the game pep talk, though? So, again, we probably need him, you know, he's the hype man. Vecna. Do I think he'll die? You know, I'm gonna be honest. I think Vecna might lose. I think he might lose this one, and I think he might get killed in the end. Should he die? Well, I believe in reform and second chances, so I don't think he should die. Murray. Do I think he'll die? I think one adult is gonna get killed, and I feel like they'll kill someone from each age bracket, maybe. And for the adults, I think it's gonna be Murray, which would be cruel to kill the comedic relief, but maybe he can box out Vecna. Should he die? No. I think he's been such a consistently fun character. It would be evil to just kill him now. Dustin. Do I think he'll die? Hell no. Should he die? Hell no. If Dustin ain't your first or second favorite character, what show are you even watching? He is part of the best duo in the show, and I don't see the showrunners breaking that up. Lucas. Do I think he'll die? No. But imagine if Max woke up just to see Lucas get killed first thing. That would be crazy. Should he die? No. We need at least one of the brothers to make it across the finish line. And I think last I checked, he's the only brother, so... Robin. Do I think she'll die? No. I think Robin is another fan favorite character, and besides Dustin, she's Steve's other bestie, and they can't do that to Steve. Should she die? No, her, Steve, and Dustin all need to be roommates at the end of the series. That's my ending I want them to have. Dr. Owens. Do I think he'll die? Well, we don't technically know if he's alive, but he probably is. The last time we saw him, he was stuck in a hole. Should he die? No, I think Dr. Owens is chill. I hope he just finds a different line of work. I could see him owning like a wonderful diner. Mrs. Wheeler. Do I think she'll die? No, she's too beautiful. Should she die? No, she's too beautiful. It would be cool to see her play a bigger role this season. I'm assuming her and Joyce will kind of co-mom the group, you know, two mama bears. Max. Do I think she'll die? Nope. And if she does, I'm not falling for that shit again. Should she die? No, I think they kind of missed that opportunity. I mean, imagine how hot we would all be going into this season if Vecna had killed an OG member of the group. Okay, I'm done venting about it. I'm sorry. Next character. Mr. Wheeler. Do I think he'll die? No. As long as he stays in his chair, he'll be safe. Should he die? No. For a character who's in the show for like 5 minutes, probably, he's always a highlight, so I hope he gets one more good scene this season. Linda Hamilton. I don't know what this character's name is yet, but we know Linda Hamilton is in this season. Do I think she'll die? Probably. If we were to go off of the characters introduced in a season idea, she's probably getting killed. I think she's being positioned as a villain. If so, then I'm on her team. Fuck the Hawkins clan. Team Linda Hamilton all the way. I'm sure she'll be a bad guy for like the first 7 episodes, then team up with the gang. I am worried though, since she's only had experience fighting cyborgs. Aliens are a whole different ball game. They honestly should invite Sigourney Weaver as well. Are the Demogorgons aliens? They technically fit the description. Should she die? No. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. If you liked the video, please consider liking and subscribing, and comment below your thoughts on this final season of Stranger Things. What are you looking forward to? Give me all those predictions. I'd love to read through them. And as always, I will see you guys on the next one.